Okay, are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Welcome back to the fourth episode of the third Jerma experience. Today, we're just joined by me and Nick.
Hello.
So, this episode, like many, are just off the spur, so I don't know really what we're gonna talk about. So, Nick, what say something.
I don't really have much to say currently.
Well, that really sucks ass, because we have 49 minutes to talk.
We're doing a full 49-minute episode here.
Well, that's the rule, because we have to. The San Francisco 49ers are also 49.
Okay. I'm gonna fall asleep halfway through this and we're just gonna listen to the Mario Kart music.
So who's your favorite player currently for the 49ers?
I like Michael Jordan.
That wasn't even funny.
I don't know players in the 49ers.
I like Kittle. I think he's pretty cool.
You a big Kittle fan?
Yeah. Because his name also, he's good, but his name also reminds me of kettle corn, popcorn. You like that? You like kettle corn?
I'm not a big kettle corn fan.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I hate it, I'm just don't go out of my way.
Well, okay, so when you go to the, fairs or whatever, do you go to the fairs?
Yeah, I've gone a few times.
What food do you get there?
What's the cake things?
Funnel cakes?
Yeah, funnel cakes, I love those.
Those are pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'll still get them. You know, you gotta get, either it depends, right? If they got the big corn dogs, then that. Or if they have you ever got the massive thing of the curly fries and they got just a load of nacho cheese on it?
I haven't, but that sounds great.
It's delicious, yeah. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Star Wars movie, the third one, easily.
The third?
Yeah. What is that? Revenge of the Sith.
I don't think you have taste.
How do I not? It is action-packed beginning to end.
Isn't the third, that's the worst one in the prequels, probably?
How?
Because no, was it the second or the third that sucks more?
The second, easily.
Oh, no.
The third one's pretty, averagely acclaimed.
Averagely acclaimed, because
not
it's an average movie. The first was good.
No, the first is not good.
Yeah, it is. You've got the pod racing scene.
The pod racing scene is good.
The opening scene's pretty good. Then the end is fun. And you got Jar Jar. Remember when they go to the Jar Jar land?
I do remember when they go to the Jar Jar land. The entire time I watched that, I just thought the king was going to strangle Jar Jar at some point.
But anyways, I feel like all of them are probably worse than the original trilogy. And my favorite, personally, is Rogue One.
Rogue One is pretty good.
I like when they all die at the end.
You're a big, bad ending person.
You never get bad endings in movies, really.
You really don't.
Except in, Cars. I didn't like the ending to Cars 3, really.
I mean, I saw that as a good ending.
I thought it was bullshit. I wanted McQueen to win. I didn't want... You can't just... The middle of a track race, right? You can't sub in, Usain Bolt.
I'm picturing in a middle school track race. They're wait.
Yeah, no, it's just not how it works.
It's just Usain Bolt.
So no, that movie just sucked in general. I hated it.
I thought, okay, what's better, third or second?
Second.
How?
'Cause it's okay. So the third one pisses me off. The second one's at least funny.
Okay, the second one is ironically funny.
The first one is actually... People hate it, but the first one's decent.
Yeah, I like the first one, honestly. That was probably mine to nostalgia, because that was one of the big movies I watched as a kid.
But what's the best Pixar movie?
Best Pixar movie?
Yeah.
I honestly can't remember which ones are Pixar and which ones aren't. I like Toy Story 3 a lot. That's a good movie.
That's my least favorite of the Toy Stories.
How, dude? Okay.
Well, I've watched it so many times, but it's also just like not as good as the others.
That is fair.
Like the end, it's the sadness just feels contrived. Maybe if they actually all died, it would have been sad, but otherwise, my favorite is probably the second. The second's just too good.
The second one is good. I'm not a huge fan of the first one, honestly. Upon rewatch, I was like,
No, I
meh.
like the first one. I like Woody. Like Buzz. So your favorite Pixar movie is the third Toy Story.
I don't know. That's like the one that came to my mind. It's probably like a Pixar movie you'll just randomly spout out that I'll be like, oh.
I don't think that they'll ever top like their first slew of movies. Like Ratatouille's the best one, but then you've got The Incredibles, you've got WALL-E and Toy Story.
Oh,
and Monsters
WALL-E.
Inc.
Yeah, WALL-E.
WALL-E's not my favorite, but I can derive happiness from it like many people.
I quite like WALL-E.
It would have been cool if WALL-E died too.
Better ending.
Most movies might be better if they had bad endings at the end. Like, Give an example. Like Moana. What if Moana just died?
She like returns back to her people and they're all dead, slaughtered.
I like Maui though. He wouldn't die. He's a demigod.
Yeah, he's a demigod.
So was the crab guy. Maui stole the crab guy's foot.
Silent voice.
I don't think I can talk about that right now. That was a sad movie.
Like, what if she just like fell off the building and he didn't catch her?
Well, then I would have been even more sad. Why'd she just jump off at the end? That made no sense.
Oh, why'd she? What do you mean, why? The entire movie she spent apologizing. It's low self-esteem.
But she was
explain this so much.
No, okay, but she was happy, like, it looked like she was happy at the fireworks.
You can't just say, oh, they're happy to people who are depressed.
It looked like she was. I understand that concept, but come on.
She quite literally was.
Why'd she have to pick the fireworks scene? I know it made the movie look cool, but it was sad.
There's a whole thing. I don't want to go through my video essay here of a silent voice.
Well, we got, maybe you might have to. Don't make me go through my video essay of my thoughts of Falling Down.
Falling Down?
Or American Psycho.
Oh, American Psycho.
Who's your favorite character in American Psycho?
The guy that gets slaughtered with the axe.
I like Patrick Bateman. I like it's obviously a very compelling, he's a very compelling character to witness.
I like the time he dropped the chainsaw on the lady while she was going down the stairs.
Oh yeah, that was like sick. I like to, like Vav, one of our guests we've had on.
We're just the only hosts now.
What I don't get right is he just like, let me look at Reddit and now I accept what they think is fact. I think it's more than that. You kind of have to analyze, like, do you think he did, do you think at the end, do you think he killed all the people? Do you think that happened?
Do I think it happened? I think it's equally possible as to which he killed all the people as that he didn't.
I think he may have killed some people, and he may have not killed other people.
Yeah,
like
that's a good point.
The one where he kills her with the chainsaw, I feel like it's impractical for him not to get caught dropping a chainsaw down, like, a whole, like, apartment complex.
Yeah, it's a bit suspicious, but, he cleaned it up really well.
The sequence at the end where she was like running through the apartment and saw all the dead bodies was cool though.
Yeah.
I liked that. I can't relate personally to what occurs in the mind of Patrick Bateman, but I wish I could just have a slice of that in me.
I'm picturing like you're watching American Psycho and you're like, oh man, I love slice of life movies.
My favorite. I don't think I watch slice of life movies.
Have you ever seen like a Hallmark movie?
No.
Oh, that's surprising. I've seen a lot.
Well, because whenever they're on, I leave the room. Because I don't want to watch like some shit movie.
Come on, halfway through I get compelled.
I mean, I watched about 10 minutes of Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks? I have not seen that one.
You've seen You've seen the Christmas Vacation, right?
Yeah.
Is that a slice of life movie? I feel like it's not.
I guess.
I feel like it's not.
I kind of guess it's like.
It's a slice of life movie taken to an extreme.
How far can they take slice of life?
Wait, so is a silent voice a slice of life?
Yeah.
How that doesn't happen in real life.
No, it does.
Well, when's the last time, you've, like, helped your friend stop from committing suicide, but then they get up but you fall down and go into a coma?
Like Thursday?
I feel like that isn't that common.
It doesn't have to be common to be slice of life, just day-to-day life. It's
So is Star Wars a slice of life then?
No.
Is Toy Story?
No.
How about Rango?
No.
I like Rango. There is something. What if you were to make a podcast about Rango?
What if we made a podcast called the Rango Podcast? Now hear me out.
Okay.
We make 5 episodes.
Was it only 5?
I think it was only 5.
But then we also don't post one of them.
We also don't post one of them. We delete the first one as well.
We delete the best one in my opinion. The deleted one was the best one.
It doesn't get better than the deleted one.
Because I feel like having
this is all still in the hypothetical, of course.
Having a woman on a podcast. They're normally not on podcasts. I feel like dissecting the woman mind was very interesting.
God, the entire podcast was a blur. I made like a massive plateau in Minecraft. I remember that.
I definitely feel like it is for the better that they remain unlisted, though. I don't think the world will want that back anytime. Well, they want it back, but
yeah, they want it back, but they won't be able to see it.
They can't handle the.
This too much.
So, do you like fast food?
Fast food? I do like fast food.
How many
people do you know that just don't like fast food?
Malachi, I know he doesn't like fast food. There are a lot of people, I feel. Mostly health people. Some people just don't like the taste. See, like, you don't like hamburgers. That's like 50% of all fast food.
Yeah.
Maybe 90%.
Like grilled cheese.
What do you think is the best one?
The best grilled cheese?
No, the best fast food restaurant.
Fast food, okay. Ones I've been to? That's honestly a tall question. Probably like Chick-fil-A. But
I'd say, I think the best. In my mind, it used to be Five Guys, but then recently, I don't think it's been up to snuff. The fries are still delicious, but the burger, I've had better burgers at Culver's, honestly.
I would love Five Guys if the grilled cheeses were bigger than the size of my palm.
And I feel like, wouldn't you prefer the cheese curds from Culver's rather than the fries from Five Guys?
Honestly, I don't know. Because they give you a lot of fries at Five Guys.
They give you a lot of fries, but the cheese curds are just so good. When I go there to Culver's, I always make sure to get a root beer because they got their own root beer and it tastes good. Now, I believe that Culver's is the best fast food restaurant, but I'm most likely to go to McDonald's. I feel like, as a restaurant, it's fast and it's cheap.
Yeah, it's way cheaper than Culver's.
And it's delicious. I love McDonald's. Like, I I'd do some stuff just to, get a quarter pounder meal.
Okay, define do some stuff, because a quarter pounder meal is like $5.
Well, okay, let's put you in this hypothetical, right? Let's say, well, that wouldn't work because you don't like hamburgers.
No.
So let's say, do you like the McNuggets?
No. I don't really like anything from McDonald's.
Okay, well then the hypothetical doesn't work. What do you think, do you think there's a greater meaning behind, Night by Ella Wiesel?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. The book is important, but I don't like it because it's sad.
You just don't like sad things?
Why would you like to be sad?
I like to be sad.
Whoa.
Things is well written. If it can display such extreme emotions.
That's why my favorite character was Moish the Beetle. Because he has a funny name. If they'd listened to him, then they probably wouldn't have all died, or most of them. Doesn't the father die?
I don't know. I've never even read the book. I do know who Moish the Beetle is, but
have you read The Great Gatsby?
I have.
I haven't. Who's Gatsby?
He's like a wealthy dude looking for a wealthy dude who acquired his wealth in several questionable ways.
Yeah.
But he's he's pretty much just trying to impress some girl he likes.
Yeah.
But and fails. He succeeds and then he kind of fails and then he loses. It's not a fun.
Did it take place during the 1920s?
I think so.
If I have to read one more book during that 20s to 30s period, I think I might have to write my own books. How come in literacy in any English class, the books, they are just in that Great Gatsby,
yeah.
Grapes of Wrath, Night.
It's like well, at least honestly, yeah, I got nothing.
It's I get okay, the 20s were the roaring and the 30s
were the not
depressing.
roaring.
Whatever. I don't care. When's the last time you've read a book taking place during the 70s?
The 70s?
Yeah, you've never read one.
Wait, it's on my table. It's somewhere. I have Supermarket, which takes place sometime around there, I believe.
I'd love to read a book that where its main goal was trying to recreate the culture that was surrounding the 1990s.
Was there much culture surrounding the 1990s?
The 90s were that has to have the most culture next to the 80s, okay? I feel like it has as much culture as the 20s, okay? The 90s, it was the birth of
the birth of Christ.
No, the birth of counterculture, countering the massive faith in government and consumerism that you found in the 80s. Things like the spread of grunge music, cartoons, all of that kind of stuff. Monday Night Raw.
What's that? I've never heard of it.
That would be the WWF. That was a wrestling. That was fun. The Attitude Era.
The Attitude Era.
They all had it. They were rad dudes with bad tudes. Stone Cold Steve Austin. All the Mick Foley. All the other ones, I don't care. That was my. I'd watch a movie from that. In fact, I have many movies.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few. Movies are a lot of them set in the 1990s.
What's your favorite?
My favorite, I don't know.
What do you like about the grilled cheese?
The grilled cheese. Okay. So first off, I'm a big grain and dairy fan.
Grain and dairy?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like
Well,
the
if
optimal food. In most.
if you're such a big grain and dairy fan, why don't you also enjoy the hamburger?
I'm not a protein fan.
Don't you like pork chops though?
No.
Oh, I thought you liked those.
No, I'll eat them. I don't like them.
Oh. Is there any other meat you enjoy?
I'll eat chicken or turkey, but
Not
they're not
beef?
my favorite. No, I don't really like beef.
How about lamb?
Lamb, definitely not lamb.
Do you like veal?
I've never even eaten veal.
Veal is delicious, but I also feel bad when eating it. Cause you know what it is, right?
No.
Dead baby cow.
Yeah, still haven't eaten it.
Yeah, it is pretty tasty though, because you get this taste and texture and tenderness that you get from a calf that you wouldn't get from an adult cow.
Let's go.
Yeah.
See, adult cannibalism is vastly different than child cannibalism.
What do you mean cannibalism?
I'm just drawing a parallel to like.
Well, I would. Do you like seafood?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
No, we need more hot takes right now. We've had too many, wishy-washy.
Alright, extremely hot takes.
Yeah, okay, starting now, it has to be one way or the other way.
Extremely radical.
Okay, so I'll take, I love seafood. I think it's delicious. I hate salmon, honestly, but I love all of the rest, It's delicious.
I hate seafood because most of it just tastes like regular chicken.
I would argue false on that. Have you ever even had catfish?
I have.
Yeah, okay,
That's
well...
like the only, like,
your
primarily
taste,
the fish I've eaten.
Your taste buds are wrong. They're lying to you.
They're lying to me? I'm being lied to by my taste buds.
Yeah, you obviously haven't had catfish correctly.
I've eaten it mostly like hand caught, so I've had a few.
Well,
like,
how do you how do you cook
but
it? How do you cook it?
I don't know. They're like
fry it, bread it.
Usually they just bread it, I guess.
Yeah, that's the good way. Do you think God meant for us to get this far?
No, he wanted it to like 100 AD, and then they just didn't die out for some fucking reason.
Well, I mean, not this far as in, time, but, technologically.
I mean, I'm not a very religious person, so...
Yeah.
That's honestly not the easiest question to answer, so I'm just gonna, maybe? I don't know.
Hey, that's...
Sorry, no!
Well, if you've ever read the Bible before, which I haven't, but I do know that...
You've ever read the Bible before, which I haven't.
I do know, though, that God, everything is planned out, so he obviously must have... He planned out that Dogecoin would spike.
Dude, God's a bitch, alright? One time I, tripped and fell, that was a part of God's plan. Fuck him.
Hey, don't diss God's plan. That is a great song. He's kind of just a troll, though. He planned for us to have Muse Dash and Among Us.
Are you just looking at my computer monitor?
No, think about it. He was like, yeah, I want Among Us.
God was like, Among Us shall spike in 2020.
How... You have to be such an omniscient God to plan all of this out thoroughly.
Then what if he isn't an omniscient God, and it wasn't...
Well, then that would be sacrilege.
How so?
What do you mean? It says it right there. An omniscient. An omniscience. He created all.
Does that mean God created every planet as well?
Planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the universe?
Yeah.
Stars?
Yeah.
The dinosaurs?
Yep. The religious people who are like, dinosaurs didn't exist, right?
Yeah, they're lame.
I don't get how you, pigeonhole explain that. It's so stupid. They're just rocks. They're manufactured.
Manufactured.
Shut the fuck up. Your opinion's manufactured, okay? Why do you think, personally, that younger ages, especially now, have been less religious?
Kind of just the freedom of knowledge, I guess.
Yeah, we weren't free to know knowledge 50 years ago.
I mean, like, it's like knowledge is much easier to digest. Like before, and if you want to know something, you had to look it up in like an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
And no one did that. They just kind of believed everything at face value.
What knowledge would keep them from knowing the religious values, though, and not?
It's just whatever they're taught. They're like they don't see anything wrong.
So they're sheep.
Yeah, they're sheep.
I saw a more interesting take a while ago, where it wasn't that, and it probably is a combination of that, but also a disassociation between the younger generations and the church. Mostly, I'd argue mega churches and the Catholic Church in specific. They haven't really been doing anything that what Christ preached when he was alive goes directly against, you could argue, the current missions of the Catholic Church.
Sex with children.
The obvious one is the pedophiles in the church that haven't been taken care with. But what actively have they been doing to solve, like, what are they doing with the donation money is my question, okay?
What is that? I saw a thing a bit ago about, like, how a while ago, like, a bunch of Christians were, like, huge and, 20-something years ago, but, yeah, 30 years ago, I don't remember. It was something, not too long ago, but still, like, long enough, like, before we were born. There was, like, a bunch of churches got together, and they got a bunch of money together to let immigrants into the USA, and, like, give them healthy living and stuff, which is, like, directly against what they volley for today, which is like entirely unheard of.
Yeah, I hate the Catholic Church. The Protestant Church is better because you could argue because they all don't have to listen to just one stupid ass leader, the Pope. I hate the Pope.
Yeah, it's not all bound by one person. Like, the Pope could just say something and that's new.
And then the Catholic Church, like, the Pope is alright with gay people, I believe. But then just the Catholic Church isn't. That makes no sense.
Doesn't the Pope say something like he wouldn't endorse same-sex marriage?
I don't know.
I could be wrong, but...
I thought he said he did. But, you know... what do you think is, been holding, the human race back? What do you think we could, if we got rid of, we would just rocket ahead?
The first thing popped in my mind, hormones.
That could be... Well, then, would we be able to reproduce without hormones?
Not necessary.
Not necessary, he says.
We begin to clone ourselves, and then move our conscious between...
So, in the next 20 years, before all humans kind of start dying, we gotta figure out how to perfectly clone us.
Yep.
Who do we clone?
Me.
I don't think we should clone you.
No, we should.
I don't think you would,
One beneficial member to society.
Well, so far, no. When are you gonna start picking up your slack for the human race?
Like, next month.
Next month?
Yeah, next month.
So when your dad asks you, when are you getting a job, Nick, you'll say next month.
Yeah, I'll just say next month, then next month when he asks me about it, I'm just gonna say next month.
We'll catch on to that ruse eventually.
No, you underestimate my dad.
He's very, forgetful. He doesn't comprehend time well.
He really doesn't. The other day, he was like, honey, don't make dinner, I want to eat cereal. And then she's like, okay, and so she made herself a baked potato, and then, while he saw her eating the baked potato, he asked why she didn't make him one.
That's not a comprehension of time thing. I feel like that's just being stupid. Do you like baked potatoes?
I like baked potatoes.
I love baked potatoes. They're delicious.
What do you like more, baked or mashed potatoes?
Easily baked.
I love
baked
mashed
are
potatoes.
so much better. You get the butter and the sour cream. You can put bacon. You can put cheese.
You can put all of those things on mashed potatoes.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as good. Mashed potatoes are like for the weak.
Well, I'm sorry, Harrison.
Yeah, well, someone had to tell you.
You can't. That sounds like something my dad would say. Like, Nicholas, are you eating mashed potatoes? Are you not a real man?
What do you think truly defines a man? What do you think you have to...
Alright, so number 1, Ford Raptor. Number 2, Farm King jeans and boots. Number 3, like a tucked in button-up shirt. Like, that's like plaid design.
No, I think
And
manhood...
obviously a John Deere baseball cap.
I think men should stop being judged upon how they act as quote-unquote men, and more how they act as a person, how they I'm specifically talking about the family man right now, how they treat their family, how they act, what they do. You know, I feel like to be a man you need to you know, take responsibility for yourself and be a good person at the end of the day.
That's a good take, Harrison.
Thank you.
What is that? When I was a little kid, do you know how much I hated the stereotypes of what is it, like little boys had to be like?
We need to... One of the problems as a society, we are told that we need to achieve a higher education, but we don't know why we should, you know. We need a reason to, because, you know, it's the classic, you know, kid walks up and says, I don't want to do my homework, why do I have to? Because you have to.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have a reason to. Who really wants to go to Harvard? I don't.
Why would you want to go unless you just want a job?
Well, I believe once you hit Harvard, then you immediately get a 6-figure job.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. But no one's excited. Well, I guess you're excited, but like, what's more exciting, okay? Like, having fun or wasting 4 years of your life to get accepted into Harvard?
Wasting 4 years of your life.
That's not very fun, you could argue.
Nah, I'd argue to differ, alright? God.
I think we, as a society, need to change.
Like, and how so?
We need to place our values somewhere different.
You're just like spouting conjecture. None of this means anything.
Well, it kinda does. We need to get rid of the social dogma that plagues us from day to day.
Okay, but how? What?
By coming together as a collective.
None of this says anything.
No, the point is that it's supposed to be, you know, so open-wide that anyone can interpret it as anything.
I feel like I'm arguing with Ben Shapiro.
Well, no, because I'm not talking fast, and I'm not saying any anti-Palestinian beliefs yet.
You haven't said you're Jewish yet.
I haven't brought up my wife who goes to medical school. No, wait, no, she's a doctor, my bad.
My wife is a doctor.
I like how... Okay, do you remember when people got mad or whatever that... Was it Joe Biden's wife is a doctor?
Isn't she? I don't know.
Well, the whole, like... If you are not a medical doctor, you should not call yourself a doctor.
Oh, did that one dude who was like, the one Republican senator who was like going off on Dr. Fauci on how useless the vaccine was because he was a doctor, but he's an eye doctor.
Okay, it's like, the one argument was like, that was like, conservatives like checkmate apparently was if imagine you're like in the street and having a heart attack and someone screams we need a doctor. Why would you raise your hand if you're like a doctor in like reading or whatever? No one's gonna do that, okay? We know we get what you mean, okay, but a doctor doesn't just mean that, you know, you are a medical professional.
Someone screams, "We need a doctor." It's someone like raises their hand. They're probably someone who can deal with the situation, not just like they don't even need to be a doctor. Like someone who like is proficient in CPR,
like
or
an
something.
EMT.
Yeah.
You want to become an EMT?
No,
me neither.
That's way too stressful.
So you value not a non-stressful workplace.
Not necessarily, just not one where someone's life is in my hands.
Well, so police officer, that's out.
Yeah.
Firefighter.
Yeah. Any military job.
President. Do you think you'd make a good president?
I genuinely think I'd be a better president than most modern day presidents.
I'd be a great president because I would surround myself in the culture that needs to be raised.
What does that mean?
The people, we need the right people for the job.
All I'm thinking of right now is we need the right people for the job. So naturally, my Secretary of Defense is Kanye West.
He won't know what he's doing, regardless of what job you placed him in. You could make him his job. Kanye, I need music. He wouldn't know what he's doing.
Kanye, I need you to pick music for the my parties. All right, literally just pick Kanye music.
Do we have money in our budget for prom this year to get Kanye to DJ it?
I don't think we do, personally, but, we might, we do have a bit left over from last year.
Enough to get Kanye is the question.
Don't let me into my zone. Don't let me into my zone. Our high school prom.
Do you think there's a tradition we should implement into the high school?
Yeah. Sacrificing at least one student.
At least one?
Yeah, at least one.
The weakest? How should we select it?
Whoever gets caught for dropping the most vapes.
That's not fun enough. Okay. It should definitely be where it's either gotta be the person with the worst grades, or what if we just take a vote?
Holy shit.
That would be terrifying.
That would dude, I'd be dead.
No, I think you'd be good because you're like not, I don't want to say not memorable.
No, I'm not memorable. No, I'm an actual background character.
They're like people that I feel like in our school where you would think worst person, you want to kill them, and then bam, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be on that list, really.
No, you'd be nowhere near that. Not despite, even if anyone, hated your guts, it's there's just too many people that would bring that out.
Who do you think would die?
Who do I think would die? Fisher.
Fisher?
Yeah, Fisher.
I wouldn't vote for Fisher.
I wouldn't vote for him, but I feel like you could definitely get enough votes for him.
I'd feel better if someone else died. Do you think
we're actually just saying which student from our school should die?
Do you think that beauty has been emphasized too much in our society?
I say it's emphasized more than it should be, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to emphasize.
I feel like there's a middle ground, you know. You shouldn't every day be striving to look like, you know, supermodel with the the high stakes beauty standards, but on the other side you should obviously have standards for yourself. I think that if you mirror that of a Discord moderator, you need to rethink a couple life decisions. I feel like when you go to school, at least please don't wear pajamas, okay? Like, you've been to school. You know how many people wear pajamas? It's concerning. And I'm not just talking about pajama day.
You're killing me, Harrison. You're killing me.
I'm talking about a normal school day. It's like, why? Just, you know how easy it is to put on a pair of jeans?
Okay, I hate jeans.
I think what you hate isn't jeans. You hate the type of jeans.
No, I just hate jeans.
Where do you get the jeans from?
No matter where the jeans are from, I hate
Have
them.
you tried all the places?
Yes.
American Eagle.
American Eagle, yeah.
What's wrong with you?
They're so itchy and stiff and...
No? What do you mean? Do you get the like, smooth fit or whatever?
No.
You gotta get the stretchy fit. You can't get the, like... If you go to Old Navy to get jeans,
I've used Old Navy, American Eagle, Gap.
Hollister jeans suck
Hollister.
ass. Don't get jeans from Hollister. Old Navy.
I have tried Farm King jeans, if you were wondering.
Yeah, I don't think that would be the correct decision.
Yeah, they weren't.
Do you think, what's your personal relationship with fashion?
Fashion? I quite literally just wear what I want.
When I'm at home, obviously, I don't, emphasize it. I normally put on the comfiest option possible. When I'm at school, I try, somewhat. I'll put on jeans, a cool pair of shoes, and then a shirt I think it looks cool. But then, I feel like it's decent enough, but I feel like there's some, like, individuals at school that just go beyond what's expected, and it's very stylish, Not Connor. Well, like, I respect what he tries to do, but it's not my... like, the Converses that he has they kind of look cool, I guess. But one day he showed up in overalls and a cow print hoodie.
It's bold.
It was... I called him a clown. Because that's what I thought. Some days, at least, he does better. There's some fits, though. It's like, how do you come up with it? It's so ingenious. I'll always be jealous of people that have good hair. Because I don't feel like my hair's that good, personally.
I really hate my hair, because it's like what is it, like the thickness of it's pretty good, but then like the way it grows is the worst thing ever.
Do you know, like, honestly, the TikTok trends, right, that I see online, where they got the one where you kind of have, like, the khaki pants and you tuck in, like, the big shirt or something. I like that one. I feel like, you know the mid part?
The mid part, no.
Like with your hair where you part it at the middle?
Yeah, my sister told me to do that, but it didn't look good.
Yeah, I like the mid part. I think it looks cool. I don't think I could do it, though.
Yeah, my hair just has too many colics. It looks horrible.
My hair's too short, and I don't want to regrow it again. I don't think mine works like that. It doesn't... If you could have one character's hair from JoJo's...
From JoJo's?
Yeah. I'd have to go with, Bruno or Okuyasu.
Polnareff.
What's your favorite Mario Party?
Mario Party? I was never really into the Mario parties.
You weren't? Well, I guess that makes sense.
Harrison, don't.
Well, no, because you don't have any siblings.
No.
Except for your sister. See, I had Levi and Wyatt, so Mario Party 8 was awesome. We can play it if you want.
No, I'm good.
You're good? Hungry Box is streaming currently.
Let's go.
It's ultimate. Okay, little rant here, okay. I'd much rather watch H-Box play Melee than Ultimate, because one game he's good at.
Yeah, but what if he likes playing Ultimate more right now?
Does he?
He might.
Well, I guess it's more relaxing for him, so... It's easy subs.
Easy subs, let's go. I saw a thing the other day and it said, man, Bernie really did just farm a few Twitch subs and leave.
You need to put food on the table.
That's just hilarious.
That's why did AOC get any subs when she was streaming?
Definitely.
Could you sub to her? I don't know.
I don't know. Depends. I feel like it wouldn't be that difficult for her to get on the affiliate.
She should start streaming more.
I'd give up on a career in politics.
She, unironically, if she gave up on that, she would surpass Ludwig in subs. Possibly. I bet if I had the time and the popularity, I would have more subs than Ludwig.
I bet if I had the time, general skill, ability, popularity, and if I was Ludwig, I could definitely have Ludwig's popularity.
I wish I was Ludwig.
Okay, Harrison, would you rather be Ludwig or Slime?
Slime.
Slime.
Who's better at Smash Bros?
I'm gonna say Ludwig.
I don't know, I don't really watch that much of Slime.
Yeah.
Is he still doing his subathon?
Yeah, I think so.
That must be exciting for him. Or maybe not, you never know.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's just tired.
Give me your hottest take. A take you would die on the hill for.
Take I would die on the hill. I don't have that. I'm not a very controversial person. What's like there's a hot take I was thinking about earlier today that was like apparently okay. Get the for some reason people have this weird preconceived notion that pullover sweatshirts are better than zip ups. And
pullover? No, they are though.
No, they aren't.
No,
they're so much more inconvenient.
What do you mean?
It takes me like 10 seconds to take that off, and then it's way too hot. I can't just like, if it gets too hot, I can't just unzip it, leave it unzipped, and then the airflow gets in, I'm feeling better, but then if it gets too cold, I just zip it right back up.
No, I'd argue, there's the zipper advantage. I'd say it's annoying to do the zipper. The zipper keeps, messing, the top of it keeps messing with my neck a lot when I have them on.
Not because you have a bad zip up.
No, I would not have a bad zip up, okay?
It's not possible.
And also, they're ugly. I just think the zipper in the middle detracts from this possible style you can have on your hoodie.
Well, I partially agree with that. I don't really care.
Yeah, you don't go for style. Me, on the other hand, okay, Penn State sweatshirt.
Penn State sweatshirt.
What, do you just want a zipper in the middle of this? No, that wouldn't work.
Then they'd have to have a unique design. Horrible.
If you could bring back one fashion style from any era.
Easily. What is that? Easy jumper pants? Or whatever?
I think we should
parachute pants, that's what they're wrong.
Bring back, when men, how about...
Back in the 1710s when men dressed up as women and it was seen as a position of stature.
I want Clockwork Orange style.
I don't think there was ever a time like that.
There wasn't. They never dressed like they did in that movie.
Well, and we're about out of time.
What time is it?
It's 48 minutes and 53 seconds.
Well, we don't have to stop exactly at 49. We might need, a quick outtake. So, how do you think the audience will react to this episode?
I don't know how the audience will react. The other co-hosts or guests
how do you
will not be happy.
Well, they're the guests. We're the owners.
We are the owners, and they are the guests.
Do you have any thing to say before we end it?
I'm really tired.
I'd like to thank everyone for listening to this 4th episode. Goodbye.